My favorite one is, and I'm gonna swear, but I would fuck your dad and give him a son he would actually love. Is my favorite line I've heard Nova say, and it's just the greatest. The reactions of men who just being like defeated by it, like oh, I can't say anything to intimidate this person. My ego is shattered.
Okay, hi everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Andy and Rusty podcast. I'm Rusty and I'm joined by my co-host, Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm co-hosting for once. Woohoo! No pressure.
And we are also joined by two amazing people, Littlepointless and Nova. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Nova.
I'm Littlepointless.
And do you guys know the first rule of
Yes,
when you're first on here?
you have to explain where your name came from, the
These-
origins of the name.
Wow, these guys are so good. Like not
Uh,
like
guys
a
are
previous guest.
I've done my research.
Mm,
Okay, yeah. So Little Pointless was actually from a generated username thing, but it didn't have the little part in it. It just had the pointless. It was something pointless, and I was like, no. And because I'm short in stature, I've always had the nickname Littles, so I just added Little Pointless, and yeah.
Have you ever thought about making it like big pointless at any
No,
stage?
because people
Oh
have
my-
pointed out how pointless I am at games, and they always make the, oh, you're just a little bit pointless. I'm like, exactly, no high expectations. I don't need high expectations when I'm playing games. I don't want to be the big. I'm happy being little. It's fine.
I think I'm gonna make you like do all my work on casual next time. That sounds.
Oh
that
my
sounds
gosh.
good.
Okay, how about Nova?
Similar origin story, actually. It was a name generator on the internet, but they always come up with two-word names, but I like short and sweet, so I just took the Nova part from it, and that's it.
Oh, nice. Was it
Yeah.
ever intentional that in CSGO there's like
No.
gold Nova ranks?
I didn't even realize that there was a gun called Nova in there until someone else pointed it out to me. I was like, oh, wow, because I don't generally use shotguns.
I love the Nova. It's such a good shotgun.
I love both.
So like you could name your Nova like Nova's Nova or something.
Nova's like, yeah.
Mm, mm.
I'll buy
Could.
you a
I'm
name
not even
tag.
really keen on my username anymore. I'm so fickle. I would change it. The only reason why it's still Nova is because I don't know what to change it to.
Oh, that's true.
Gold
Yeah.
Nova.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
No.
Wow.
Wow, so original. Okay, so if you guys haven't realized, the listeners, all of us except Andy are girl gamers. And so the topic for this pod is the experience of girl gamers or the world of girl gamers. So overall, how has your experiences been as girl gamers in the world of gaming?
I mean, I've only been technically properly online gaming for like over a year or two, and it's, to be honest, because I've found friend groups, it's been okay. If I would have done it solely and not made like mates and friends online, would have been a hell of a lot worse, and I probably wouldn't have done it for so long. But because I have mini communities that I can play with and say feel safe playing with, I've enjoyed it more. So it's kind of a weird balance for me most of the time.
Yeah,
'Cause
I agree. Finding the right people really helps you, especially like since there's not that many girl gamers out there, to be honest.
No. And like I know when me and Nova play, like we can just backlash at the men so easily. Like it's just so much more fun to have Nova there with me because she right away just rips their throats out and I'm like, yes, I can engage too and like no like not be scared to engage because me and Nova are just like violent and get really like graphic with them because
Oh
that's
my
usually
gosh.
the response we get to us is very graphic things very
Mm,
quickly. So like
yeah.
having the little group of people, if it's Chicken, if it's Iggy, whoever's joined in the game, it always makes it feel like 10 times easier to actually like relax and play. Whereas if I'm on
Yeah.
my own and getting the abuse or getting any type of shit, I'm usually staying quiet and just very under the radar.
Yeah, I agree. How about Nova? How's your experience been?
I've been gaming online for the better part of 15 to 20 years.
That's like as old as me.
And it is a lot of the time absolute garbage. The only good thing about it is when you do find, one or two friends in a game, and that's where your fun is.
Yeah. So do you guys remember the first time like you guys used your mic in game?
Yes. So my secret and a weird phase of my life was I was drinking and I used the excuse of alcohol for vocal confidence, I guess. I use it as liquid courage to actually talk. So the first time I talked using my mic on like CSGO and all that, I was probably really, really inebriated. So I don't remember it perfectly, but every time I've gotten drunk, I do have had a really great time. I will say that I do think the first time I used my voice was when I was drunk because I would only play and use my voice if I had alcohol in my system, which I don't do anymore. I don't drink as much anymore, but it's something I had to do for a very long time to even talk over game. But the first time I met Nova, I was drunk off my face and ended up talking to them
Yes.
for fucking like 3 hours.
Yeah, can we play a comp game like with you? A little bit inebriated. I would like to see.
Oh, yeah,
like,
no, I would
this.
do that, but you have to understand I'm probably going to shoot someone in our team, and you're going to have to be okay with it. Because
I
my
do that
thing is,
sober. Fine.
I shoot people in my own
I'll
team
give you
all
an
the time.
exception.
Rusty, this is like content. I think
Oh, if you want me,
I think my
Yeah, we should
YouTube
all
is
come
waiting.
together.
Yeah.
We
if you
should
want me to
all
get
come
drunk
together.
for content, just let me know.
Oh wow.
I can make it happen.
Oh yeah.
You won't
I'll,
get paid though.
no, I get paid in the alcohol
and the
and the
Twitch.
Andy.
and the experiences.
Oh, can't wait.
I actually remember like my first time using my mic. It was actually like last year. It was a really crappy like $69 mic, guys. Yes, I know. It's a great price.
Ooh.
And like I still remember it was like I think August, and I was so scared to use my mic because I didn't know how people would react because like I've witnessed like other people like talk some smack to like
Mhm.
females, and it was like vertigo, and I was trying to say like bomb site like A, but I said it in the most quietest thing because I have like
Oh.
anxiety, and I was like bomb site A, and that was like the first time I ever opened my mouth to say anything in Cisco, and they're like, oh, A, and then I was like, okay, but we still lost the round. Oh, he still lost the round.
The
So
baby
yeah,
steps.
yeah, that's true. But now I've got a better mic, guys. I could do ASMR.
That's okay.
Um,
This time last year, I was using a $2 mic from Kmart. So
Wow.
oh wow.
yeah.
Was last year your first time using it, or?
No. I've had mics before, but are we talking about CS:GO specifically, or?
Oh, just using a microphone in gaming.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I've used my microphone plenty of times.
Yeah.
It's been normal to me. It's always been my second nature when someone starts at me for using the mic to just bite back immediately.
I also find that joining new lobbies is like scary because you don't know who's gonna be there. Like it's not like our regular like in CS:GO because we all play CS:GO here.
Yeah.
When we just join like the hosties, it's like oh like you just see like so many people that you know already.
Yeah.
But on like the other like lobbies like Delta, I think.
Yeah.
I don't play it enough, but like it's like I don't know if I should say something, like do call outs because like you don't know how people are gonna react. Even Hosty's one, like I get some bad people in there from time to time.
Yeah, the other groups, like it seems a lot more serious sort of thing. Like it
Yeah,
does seem
because
like
comp.
like people are just ready to react to something, just to criticize something.
Do you guys have like a really good experience, maybe like meeting other girl gamers?
Pointless.
Yeah, yeah, you guys. I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes.
I mean, we've all met each other here through like CS:GO and using our mics, which is crazy because we're all pretty good friends now. Even you, Andy. Even though you're not a girl.
And we don't just play CSGO either. Like me and Nova have played separate games together, and we've tried like Pico Park and Raft and like bloody even the Duck Among Us game and stuff like that. Like it's not just been one game, and it's been pretty good to play even just one-on-one games and stuff like that. It's been really nice to engage with other girl gamers and not have to have a bunch of randos being an asshole about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We played Faz too.
Yeah.
Yes, Faz.
Good,
It's so
wholesome
fun.
fun. No
You
stress.
guys got me into that.
We should play again sometime soon.
We should bring Andy as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have my VR set up to it soon, so I'm gonna be able to play Faz in VR.
I think I'll just watch your Twitch just to see what it's like.
Oh. You get scared, Andy?
No.
Do you need Rusty to hold your hand?
You can just watch the cams.
You need a strong, brave woman to help you. Okay.
I mean, Rusty, I think you said it like before we started this pod that I will get roasted on this pod. Just from default.
It's okay. We can take you in as one of the gals. You know,
Yeah,
you're
we'll
already one of
protect
us.
you.
I just can't wait for next week's pod where it's just me and the boys and Rusty, you know?
Yep.
Maybe dish some back at you guys.
I don't know.
We'll see how that goes.
Mm.
I do have a question though. Like I think you guys mentioned about going to lobbies and sometimes you just have really just crappy people there.
Mm.
What are some of these experiences you've had?
I like because I have a really strong memory of like remembering what people said.
Hmm.
Obviously, like the bad stuff, like everyone would like remember the bad stuff.
Yeah,
And
like like having a wife that's a very
oh, what?
that's an experience I can definitely relate to.
Oh my god.
I have a tendency to remember usernames of awful people.
Yes,
Yeah,
same.
same.
Ooh.
I also typically remember Nova's greatest like call outs to those people and some of the stuff Nova said to them and just like
She's
my
great.
mouth opening and being like, oh, this bitch. That's why I love her. Like some of the
I know,
lines just
right?
killed. Like my favorite one is, and I'm gonna swear, but I would fuck your dad and give him a son he would actually love. Is my favorite line I've heard Nova say. And it's just the greatest. They're the reactions of men who just being like defeated by it. Like, oh, I can't say anything to intimidate this person. My ego is shattered.
Probably go a little bit too far sometimes though when I get
I love
really
it.
aggressive.
Yeah.
But I'm still not sorry.
No, I
I'm
wouldn't
not.
be. I wouldn't be either.
I'm not.
Some of the name calling is that women get is just
Yeah.
so imaginary and like really out of the box,
Hmm.
strange shit that I've
It's
never
Yeah.
heard.
No, it's all the same shit. Sorry, it's always the same thing. No,
I think for
it's
me, because
always
that's new,
you're fat, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, and it's all
Hmm.
stuff we've heard a million times before.
I just guess
Yeah.
I haven't really met a lot of guys in person that have had the guts to say it to me, I guess. Because
Hmm.
I may be little and all that, but the thing is, I have a very big personality in person as well as I've always had a very strong, I will fight you
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
attitude. Like, I will not take shit, and I have long nails. I will scratch the fuck out of you. I'm not afraid to fight dirty,
Damn.
like if I have to. So I have that mentality. So I don't think a lot of people have had the balls to say it to me. So hearing it online, it's like the first time for me. Like getting called
Mm.
some of the shit and some of the things I heard, I'm like, I blush. Like my face gets hot, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? So for like me, it's
Yeah.
all new. That's why I feel kind of
Yeah.
bad in a way. Like that Nova for you, it's been so fucking prominent. It just
Uh,
sucks.
it's ongoing and
Yeah.
it's in every community, like literally
Oh
every
yeah, it's
online
not
gaming
just
community.
CS:GO. Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah. Like the amount of just strange games I've played, but I've also had negative connotations with games even before online games. As a kid being told I wasn't allowed to play certain
Hmm.
male games or certain boy games. I was only allowed to play the Britney Spears PlayStation 2,
Hmm.
like sing along,
Mm.
dance along games and like really girly games.
I used to play things like Neopets, Habbo Hotel, and Gaia Online back when I was like 14 years old, and even those communities were so toxic,
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I have a
So
feeling those guys, sorry, those games were just somehow marketed towards like boys. Like a lot of boys tend to join it, and then they think, oh, that's like their world, that sort of thing, and it's
That's
like,
their norm.
Mm.
Well, they treat that with everything in life.
yeah,
It's yeah,
So you know what I find? I'm just going to use CS:GO because
Good
I play
reference.
that the
relatable.
most.
Yeah.
And like when I meet someone toxic, so I literally be talking to other people, but some random person will be just like, "Shut up," directly. Oh, and when they make sandwich or kitchen jokes, I'm like, "Why? Why do they make that?" But there's also like when someone stands up for you, like regardless if it's like Nova doing it, or
Mm.
sometimes like Chicken, like he will like step in as well. Like
He's
there's something
lovely.
in that. It's like so comforting, like someone else standing in for you.
Yeah.
Because I don't really confront people like that much or anything or say anything. So it's really nice when someone else that's maybe perhaps not a girl gamer stepping in and saying something. There's something just so nice about that. So shout out to you, Chicken.
yeah.
Yes. Love you, chicken.
So you guys are saying basically, if there is any opportunity for like any guys or girl, like to just step in and just tell that person to shut up, like it's completely encouraged, that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially because like it's not just online gaming, but anywhere. If you see something like that happening, speak up. Don't just sit there and let it happen because that's problematic in itself.
And usually the person that gets outed with it is so shocked by someone actually outing for them that they end up speechless and like totally bewildered by the fact that someone actually stood up and like noticed it and didn't just be silent. Because a lot of the times I've
Yeah.
seen guys just go quiet after being stood up to or like anything. Or they
Yeah.
just leave the game like entirely or they get kicked, which is amazing when people
I
actually
love
kick
doing that.
people.
It's like they deserve it so bad.
You know, it's sometimes it can be reassuring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, is that Rusty?
Oh my gosh. All right.
There we go.
Andy, so do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. Have you guys ever been hit on like during gaming, that sort of thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. Like for the guys who genuinely want to be more interested with you gals, like what are some better approaches?
Slower. Don't just be all up in the face
Hmm.
and weird about it or like trying to do it in the game message. You're better off doing that in like the DMs. Because a lot of people do it in game or in the middle of the game or like ask for your snap or whatever in the middle of a game. And it's just like not the right time or place. You can DM someone, it's fine. But in the middle of a game, it can be really distracting because usually the person just wants the game, not be on Tinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be like, so say I was that person, I wouldn't be like, oh, do you have a boyfriend or something? Is that
If you do ask that, you ask that in DM, I think. And you usually try and get to know someone so it doesn't just seem like in my personal experience, I like it when they're trying to be more friendly than straight up getting to the goal of finding out if they can date you.
Yeah.
Like it's just really hard when it's straight up like, are you dating anyone, this, that, or whatever. It's like, oh, hi, how are you? At least engage first and try and have a conversation at least. See if there's any personal interest. You know, you don't just want to ask someone out without even knowing if there's any connection, especially over game. It's just really hard to feel that or connect that right away.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
just straight up see someone in a match and go, hey, what's your snap? That's ick. That's ick.
Yeah. Like definitely play a few war games, talk to them outside of the game
Yeah.
first.
Get to
Like
know
not
them as
just
a person.
like straight up like one game and be like, oh my gosh, she's my wife. Like don't do that.
I have
Hey,
a
baby
story.
girl, what's your snap?
I have a story that's happened recently. I had this really creepy guy that was just sending me messages, and then he started sending me hentai images
Oh.
out of the blue.
heck?
Like full on, I have the search history on my Steam chat of him trying to engage and then being like, "Why aren't you talking to me?" This, like, getting like gaslighting me, like, "If you don't want to talk to me,
Oh.
then don't." All these like really weird comments. Oh, we just got really creepy and weird, and I ended up adding him on Discord. Like, I was just trying to throw him a bone because I thought he was just trying to be nice, but didn't know how to maybe. But I just continued on Discord, and now I don't talk to him anymore because it got super weird.
Yeah, I find like I'll talk to a few people, but then after a while when I talk to them, it's like, okay. So then I slowly just like pull away from that and stuff. Like
They
I
get
won't
too
be
much.
rude, just like no, if I don't want to be associated with that, then I just, break away from that because like, yeah, life's short. Like, come on, if you don't need that person, they don't vibe with you, get them out of here.
That's a good way to be.
Yeah, I've seen examples where, like, if you like sort of cut them off very abruptly or like very strongly, like verbally or practically, like it seems like it does get them even more worse reaction, sort of thing.
Yes, it can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can actually find the conversation so I can pull out any receipts, but I'm not sure.
It's a long, it's a long receipt, isn't it?
Just because of the images he was
It
sending me
costed
was
your
weird.
time. That's why the receipt's so long. Yeah, if like someone says no, like once, twice, if they have to say it 3, 4 times, back off. Like to anyone out there, like not even just guys, just if someone's feeling uncomfortable, please stop. Like,
Yes. The
But
first
why?
time. The first time you
Yeah.
asked. There was someone that I was talking to on CSGO like mid last year, and we played a lot. And then he started being really weird in matches and just in voice chat. I'm not going to go into too many details, but I asked him to stop because it made me uncomfortable. And then he did it again. And I asked him to stop again, and he did it again. And at that point, I'm like, look, I've asked you 3 times and you keep doing this, and I blocked him on everything.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
They didn't add value to your life.
Yeah.
So like, why would you need them?
Yeah.
It's like I just wanted to play games. I just wanted to have fun, and you keep making things weird and uncomfortable. Please, no.
Yeah.
Where's the line with banter? Like, you know how sometimes like banter is just one of their natural games. Like guys play that game with guys, and when we transfer it to playing that game with girls, where does the line gets drawn? I can see how some guys would do it because it does get a reaction from you girls, and then
Yeah.
that sort of like fuels the boys to do more. But then at the same time, it's like you girls probably react it just so you don't kill the vibe.
Oh yeah. I feel like personally, just I don't know, just I feel like don't make, sexist or, those types of jokes that are like typical, like the sandwich one, like go to the kitchen and all that. Like don't do that. Like don't make jokes like that. But like just
It's the rules of comedy. You do not punch down. If you have to punch down, you're not funny.
What do you mean by punching down?
Punching down is basically making a joke at the expense of someone who maybe, how doesn't have the same privileges that you have. So, like men making sexist jokes to women who have been historically oppressed for over in certain ways and stuff. So, as Rusty was saying, get to the kitchen, do this, do that. Those sexist jokes, they're not funny. Regardless of contact. That's not
Yeah.
banter. That's just being an awful person.
It's putting certain stereotypes that are very offensive to certain people. Just like you can't, like me, myself, I've been disabled before, but unless you know someone or are disabled yourself, you shouldn't be making jokes like that. It's as simple. Same as, we as women can make certain jokes because we have experienced it, we have dealt with it and been part of it. But hearing it from someone that doesn't even get it or understand it and is just using it to get a laugh and to degrade women is just stupid and it's very repetitive.
some people will take it. But like if someone says like to stop saying that, you should probably stop because like they're saying stop. But like if some people can take it, some people just will play along with it. But if it gets to the point where they say to stop or like that's rude, like just stop.
And would the best thing to do is just like sort of slowly test that sort of line? Like, would that be the recommendation? Like, you wouldn't go full like I don't know sexual jokes or whatever. Would you just like sort of slowly get to there sort of thing, or would they need to like, sort of gauge what sort of jokes you're okay with by just seeing what jokes you make yourself?
If you're not sure, you can just outright ask someone what they're not comfortable with, where their boundaries are.
Yeah.
Just open
Communication.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So
Is it that hard, guys?
Yeah.
Well, it is hard for us guys. Communication is like not our thing.
Because if
Oh,
you guys have the
surely.
guts to completely obliterate our feelings, I feel like you should have the guts to ask as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna outright just go like say some weird thing
Yeah.
or make some sexual joke, I think you should also think like should you be brave enough to say something opposite, like how comfortable are they, instead of making them straight up just uncomfortable.
Yeah, because like jokes like the number 6 and 9, like that's pretty rife, I guess. Like that kind of thing is okay. Like yeah, because you make it all the time. Therefore, I guess for us guys, we should be okay. I guess with.
I mean,
using it.
69 is a kind of a both sides thing.
Yeah,
'cause
it's not really a
just
personalized attack.
yeah, it's not just a feminine or a masculine thing.
Yeah.
Usually it's a fun activity, so it's not a negative thing. I'm not good at cooking in general, so when people actually tell me to get in the kitchen, I'm like, I cannot make you anything. Even if I was inclined that way, it doesn't work in my brain. I can't do it. I'm not a cook. I don't want to be. I can like make noodles for you, sure. I can make a sandwich, sure, but it's gonna be a really crappy sandwich that has like the butter all fucked up on it because I can't even spread butter. Don't expect too much.
Me too, though.
I'm kind of interested to like because you guys would have copped this a lot. Like, have you sort of thought why guys are like this sort of thing?
I grew up with a lot of boys, so yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the stigmas that they've had to go through as well. A lot of men are told that they can't feel or that, they can't get angry or upset, so usually they take it out through video games and then degrade other people. So it's kind of a stigma even for men, depending on it, I guess, because a lot of the males in my family we're told to act and do certain things and to hold themselves in a certain way, and it can be damaging. It's the same expectation that women get held up to sometimes, and it's just as damaging for both genders.
Absolutely. But in saying that, to anyone listening, this is an explanation, not an excuse.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone can change, can look at your own behavior and realize that it's bad and make changes. It is not something you can just keep skipping by and saying, well, I'm a dude. I can't help it. This is the way I'm made. I'm an alpha male. It's like, no, bitch. Like, that is not how it works. There are plenty. There isn't such a thing even as alpha male, in my opinion. There are alpha people. It's not a gender thing again.
Mm.
But this is going back to that conversation too that I had with a certain someone the other day. That I sent you the screenshot of.
Yeah, I got the gist of who you were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I came to you about like feeling, I don't know, uncomfortable or attacked by this person. Because I was
Yeah.
like, is this person okay? Like, I
Mm,
could tell they're having maybe a bad time, bad day
yeah.
maybe. So I didn't take it to heart, but I still wanted to like cope with this. So I just came to someone that I know, so over.
Yeah, and like we'd gotten along really, really well up until that one time where in a match he just targeted me for God knows what reason and was just being straight up awful. So I messaged him and I'm like, I don't know if you're in a mood or something, or if you've got a problem with me, but you should try not being awful. I know you're capable of it. And then he just outright admitted to bottling up his emotions and then taking it out on me because it just seemed appropriate to him at the time. I just got caught in the crossfire.
And what did you
Well,
do with him after?
oh, it was just, I told him, have you tried talking about problems? He's like, no, I'm just going to keep doing it this way. And so I blocked.
That's good. So you'd have
Yeah.
to talk to him again.
No, I'm not going to bother myself with him anymore. He is not worth it.
And it's wasting your time as well. Like,
Yeah,
that's like
absolutely.
emotionally draining on you as well because you have to keep having this conversation
Yeah,
with
I'll,
him.
I'll have that conversation one time with him, and that was it. And he said that he's not willing to do anything to better himself. So why should I waste any emotional labor doing it for him? Absolutely not.
I agree. Andy, do you have any more questions? I do remember you wanting to know, like, how do like guys compliment girls without like sounding like a simp?
Yeah. Because you know how sometimes when you see guys online sort of say something nice to a female and then suddenly everyone else is like, haha, you're a simp or you're a white knight or you're trying too hard. Do you girls mind that at all in terms of the compliment itself? And do you encourage people being nice, I guess? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
It depends on the compliment itself. Are they complimenting gameplay or are they complimenting something a bit more shallow?
So shallow would be...
If
Oh, like
one
it's like a
has their
backhanded.
photo as their picture or something,
Yeah.
Oh,
or their voice or something superficial like that, that's not related to the game at all.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like,
and
hey,
also,
good shot, good clutch, or something like that. It's like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, also backhanded compliments like, oh my gosh, you like. There's always this one time I still remember it was like, oh, you're pretty good for a girl. I'm like, hello.
Oh,
Okay. Why? Like,
Yeah.
don't do that, guys.
no.
I've also had unneeded comments of, oh, the pressure's on it. It's girl player, female girl player. And it's like is that an actual girl?
Oh,
Common
I get that all the
touch?
time. Oh, it's so annoying in comp when I solo queue. It's like, oh my god, is that a woman? I'm like, no, who am I then? I don't know. Am I?
That's where you hit them back. Oh my God, is that a gamer boy? No, can't be. It's got to be a voice changer.
I would love to get like a whole list of like what you say back, Nova. I think the entire list would be pretty good.
I'll see if we can compile some.
Like it can be an entire YouTube video itself.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. Well, it's just in Littlepointless. You talked about long nails. What do you think of RGB nail clippers?
Oh my gosh. Gosh. You guys know where that's coming from?
So,
Right.
I've watched all the podcasts, so I know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh yeah.
She
For
filled
one
me in.
thing,
True fan.
I agree with Russian. Why the hell would you want it not only in your gaming space, and most gaming spaces are in your bedroom. So it's a little bit unpractical there. But I like having long nails. I don't actually get my nails done and get extensions, but I let my nails grow out pretty long. And it's never caused me any hassle. So I don't even really see it as an essential for me.
Okay, with that in mind, how about WASD keys that sticks out a lot more so that the nail, if they're long,
You can get those already though, can't you?
really?
Yeah, but that would be inconvenient if you try to hit the Q or the E and you've got
'Cause
the
then
A and the W
you're
up.
gonna end up messing your hands up. Like you're gonna get carpal tunnel or arthritis from having to stretch certain fingers.
Okay, scrap that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
Andy, no one's gonna buy it.
denied. Shark Tank, no.
Okay, how about this one? Fair try, fair try. How about mouse that is heated
But I already have sweaty palms.
No.
Yeah.
in the winter?
Andy, no.
I just got a mouse that has holes and all that through it because I have sweaty hands. Why would
Yeah.
I want a heating device?
Okay, if it's still sweaty during the winter, how about air conditioned one?
A little
the
fan in there wouldn't be
hell?
bad.
Yeah, let's go. Done. I got
But
an
how
idea.
noisy would it be?
Can
No,
we
it
go
would be
back
like
to the
one of those
RGB
small
nail
ones.
clippers?
Yeah, you need to get Nova's a response to that.
No, just these other ideas. Just no, they've got nothing on the RGB nail clippers.
So you would want those? Well, yeah,
Gosh.
you have pretty awesome nails, Nova, so I understand that.
I mean, I probably wouldn't use them for my nails, but don't judge me. I'd use them to clip the little bits of skin around my nails.
Oh.
Oh, I hate
Instead of,
those.
yeah,
Like,
instead
they're
of sitting
painful.
there, yeah, normally you'd sit there and pull them. I don't do that anymore. I clip it off,
And
and
with
then
it lit
it
up,
saves my
ugh,
fingers.
that's deadly.
Mm.
And you can do it in the dark as well with the RGB nail clipper.
Do you charge it or something though?
Yeah, it'll last a long time. Yeah, you just
How
charge
big
it.
would this be?
It would be
Okay,
like the
10.
Razer setup, wouldn't it? Where you get like a little app on your laptop that has the search, like when you lose it, like Bagel said, if you lose it, you can find it. It would have like a Razer little application where you can do the lighting as well, customize it.
Get it
Oh.
to ping from wherever in your room. Just press a button on your keyboard and it
You can
pings.
pick a sound.
Yes.
It's like those Apple AirTags. Like, I'm gonna track my imaginary kids by putting the RGB nail clipper in their school bag.
What the heck?
Parent hack.
Oh gosh.
What in this just
I'm gonna
okay.
need 3 now. Yeah, I need 3.
Just before we close, anything you want to plug? Anything you want to advertise? Anything
Like
you
a
want to
Twitch,
mention?
maybe?
Oh yeah, I have a Twitch. I can't currently use it because my laptop's shit, but I'm getting an upgrade eventually. And I'll be using it to stream a lot more. It's at Littlepointless, the same name.
Hey, awesome,
So
awesome. And what games are we playing these days, Nova?
What games?
Yeah.
Why would you ask me that today of all days? I've been sitting at my computer most of the day, hating everything that I own.
Like what?
look at your recent games.
I didn't know what to play. I literally sat here all day going, I don't know what to play. I hate all of my games. I hate my entire library. It's all garbage.
There's a lot of people playing Faz at the moment. Like Russian and Tubes, actually, they were playing Faz or want to play Faz.
Hell yeah.
I'd love to play fast, but at the same time, I didn't know if anyone wanted to play, and I was like, oh, what if people are busy?
All right.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah.
All right. I'll ask the boys to communicate more because that's clearly our weakness.
I've actually been playing Saints Row. The remastered. It's so good.
I know. I've seen you guys, but I started playing it too, and you guys all started playing it. I'm a trendsetter. I
It's so
started
good.
playing
Thanks to
F1.
someone for getting it for me. I won't say who it is, but I love the game
Oh.
so much. It's a she, by the way. It's a she, guys.
Okay. All right.
Before anyone starts speculating.
So what else other than Saints Row, or just a third at the moment, like just that one?
Yeah, I just love that one. Remastered.
I haven't got the remastered because my laptop's shit.
It looks so different.
I did learn how to play Ark Survival today, though, since it's like a free download. So we should play that some.
Everyone, it's free, by the way.
Yes, free game.
People have been saying it's grindy. Is it like that or? Is it
It seemed okay once I figured out how to actually do things. Because the first time I attempted it, I'm like, where do I get meat? These berries aren't helping.
Me in the
And-
forest.
I rage quit.
Same. I couldn't.
But after I figured it out, it's actually not too bad. It's a little bit of a grind, but as long as you make a bed and you save a spawn point, you're good.
That's like
I know how to make a bed.
That's like Minecraft. It's like I'll just make a bed Like,
Oh no, don't let Andy get onto that.
Oh no.
Gonna do inhumane stuff.
like what?
I miss Minecraft.
Have you seen your Minecraft thing? You
It's
literally
great.
made this.
Hey,
Made this.
he's made artwork.
Littlepointless understands.
I run the server and I can say it artwork.
Yes. Also locking sheep up for his own sake.
Hey,
He's got a
hey,
sheep farm.
virtual sheep. They don't have feelings. They don't care.
Yes.
Oh, is that little barn area with the sheep, or is this something a bit more horrific that we're talking about?
A little bit more horrific.
So it's one sheep of every color.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah, it's colorful, eh?
That's
One way to put it.
And
that
it's,
feels illegal.
and it's right next to like a house that's made out of beds.
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
illegal.
That's what I said.
My server, and
Calling
I say it's legal.
RSPCA now.
All right, no.
And that's why I love your server. Thanks, Littlepointless. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining with us today, Nova and Littlepointless.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, I think what we've learned, and I guess emphasize to all the listeners, if you see any harassment when you see it, like just stand up and stand out against it. And
Check on your friends.
That's-
Make sure they're okay.
Yes.
yeah, and for the people who are toxic, that obviously they are being insufficient in some areas of their life, but it's not an excuse.
And also, if they're your friend and you see them being toxic, please call them out. I don't care if they're your friend. Like, I'll call out my friends, like Andy. If he was doing something bad, like if it ever was, I would still call him out.
I've
So
never done.
all in all, don't be an anus sphincter. Gonna say it like that.
Sorry.
It's more PG friendly.
Hey, what? Could you repeat that?
You know what? Never mind. An asshole.
He's gonna
Don't
try
be
and
an
clip it.
asshole.
It's
Yeah,
bum
This guy.
hole.
Sphincter.
What
Full valve.
is- No, my kids can't listen until they're 18. Thanks.
Wow, you're gonna need to go to church again.
Go to church.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Wow.
Praise. You thought you knew someone.
You think you know someone. Auntie, you should play that.
I'm speechless. I think it's time to go before I get more
And
bullied.
that wraps up the pod.
Next week, we'll probably do a boys' reaction to some of these, and we'll.
I'll still be there, guys.
Unfortunately, we'll try to add someone who's
Unfortunately.
new, and maybe a previous guest. But see how we go. All right, thanks for coming on,
Okay.
guys. Yeah, shout out to
Thanks for having
Chicken.
us.
If your name's Chicken, please come on. Shout out.
Love you, chicken.
Yeah, popular man. All right, catch you
Okay,
guys.
thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Well, I
Segment.
just didn't want asshole to be said, so I said it anyways. And I was like, how do I say this PG? So I searched up anus sphincter. I was like, I don't know if this is even more
Searched
PG
it
or
up.
just
Searched
like
it
more
up.
questionable, because then people will search it up, and then it's like people know what asshole is. But like people are gonna start searching up anus sphincter is.
It's gonna
Hey, it's
take
just
us-
part of the body, guys. It's just part of the body.
Is the sphincter not like widely known?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay.
The more you know.
I knew what it was, but I was like, I needed to make sure the photos on there, if someone
I-
searches it up,
oh.
is
I feel sorry
You
for
know.
you.
I suppose there are a lot of younger people in